Somewhere in the Mediterranean Sea, at one of Ustica's best dive spots. To visit the place Sekitello, you have to descend to 24 meters. Very soon you face Sekitello's main attraction. A view that you wouldn't expect to find in the Mediterranean Sea. Circling barracudas, not just a few, at any rate hundreds. Huge clusters of gorgonias cover Sekitello's three pinnacles. And just within, a branch of the Salem Falls black coral. The outside view is yellow, the inside is black. When coming back to the anchor line, you may find one of the Mediterranean's most impressive fish, growing up to a max of 190 centimeters and weighing up to 80 kilos, the amberjack, quite common at Ustica's dive spots. But, by the way, where do you find this amazing island for divers? Ustica is located north of Sicily and north of Palermo, only reachable by ferry or hydrofoil. Being always popular for Italian divers, it's partly a marine park nowadays. Besides many other places, diving Scoglio di Medico is highly recommendable. Above the sea, this place is only a small rock. Divers find a far more extensive landscape, delivering memorable encounters. What a unique beast, the sea hare, similar to nudibranch, but in fact it's a snail whose shell is fully covered by its body. When the sea hare is swimming, its movements may remind you of a cuttlefish. Well, when talking about strange animals, you cannot skip the spider crab. It's fearless and a bit too proud, but also quite quick when necessary. Ustica's high reputation for divers also derives from the caves, and you don't have to be a trained cave diver to visit them. Scoglio di Medico's tunnel is some 70 meters long, but you can see the exit almost from the beginning. A promising place for all different sorts of crustacea. A beautifully colored hermit crab. The cave's interior takes much space and is easily accessible for careful exploration. In order to find typical cave inhabitants of the Mediterranean Sea. This majestic one is a golden coral shrimp. Like the entrance, also the tunnel's exit is easy to handle for experienced divers. You may be surprised about the number of big fish that you meet in Ustican waters. A huge gang of groupers hover in the blue. Golden groupers who also like to hunt in open water. Unlike dusky groupers who prefer to stay within their hidden habitats. Since groupers are so common, this view is rather seldom. During 1 week of diving you may see only 1 or 2 octopus, not more. Even more surprising that this guy could have reached such an enormous size. The Mediterranean slipper lobster, only his head looks out of the crevice. His tiny antennas have violet blue seams. Spectacular inside views provide the canyons of Scoglio di Medico. This gap turns right in rectangular way, opening up an impressive vertical gorge in front of the divers. It's an amazing feeling to drift between these steep cliffs. On the way back to the boat, divers can see ascending bubbles from the rocks below, arising from the many tunnels and swim-throughs of Scoglio di Medico. Maybe the most famous cave of Ustica is located close to Punta Galera. When entering the water, you land on the feet of Posidonia, very important for marine environment. This seaweed hosts many species, using the green leaves as camouflage. A broad-nosed pipefish, fully grown. Pretty difficult to find him if you don't know where to look for. And now, touchdown at the famous shrimp cave, the Grotta di Gambaretti. Entrance at 42 meters. You need a good dive guide and powerful torches. The cave's sandy bottom hosts many noble pen shells, and some of them host hermit crabs. Now let's meet the name-giving species. Shrimp of all different kinds. Unicorn shrimp, common prawns, golden coral shrimp. The cave deserves its name. Also for the bigger guys, many spiny lobsters hide in the cracks. Reaching the cave's upper part between 30 and 28 meters. Our lights startle a greater forkbeard, which makes him smash into a big lobster. Sorry for that. At least the golden shrimp behind the lobster doesn't lose its temper. The upper section, beautiful shades of blue light. They make this dive like visiting a huge cathedral. Besides Secchitello, there's another offshore place, the Secca della Colombara. This famous reef extends out to sea for half a mile from Ustica's northern coast and reaches up to 3 meters. Cracks and overhangs can be dived along the drop-offs, full of schooling damselfish. You can see huge compounds of leather corals, sponges and other invertebrates. With a bit of luck, you may see brown meagres, nocturnal fish that once in a while show up during the day. They live in small groups and catch small fish. At this reef, divers have to face stronger currents, but they make this side a feeding ground for all sorts of fish. You can be certain to meet schooling sea breams. Golden and dusky groupers show up in almost incredible numbers. The icing on the cake, diving Colombara includes a big wreck, which sunk in 2005, now becoming more and more a habitat for all these groupers and moray eels around. That's how it looks like somewhere north of Sicily, in the deep blue waters of the Mediterranean Sea, in the underwater world of Ustica.